Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a weekend prediction for my singles with no exes and no past. Charms and initials. I have May 15th through May 17th for 2026. Here we go. And let's just see what's ahead of us for the next 72 hours or so. Let's see if Spirit wants to share with you what's next in love, what's coming your way, energy that could be around you. What would this romance be like? What would it feel like? Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Let's call in our guides. Let's see what your cards have. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is going on around me? What is coming towards me? Can I confirm somebody that has come into my life recently? Some of you maybe will be able to do that as well. I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that's meant to be heard? I am listening for you now. I have distant affection. Okay, two things. I'm not going to put it in a long distance relationship. I feel like it's not. It was more of it's distant, but it's coming towards me. Okay, so something or someone that you feel like is kind of out of your reach, or it might not be interested, or you didn't think they were interested, is starting to come closer and closer, something like that. So it could be somebody that you actually have on your mind for somebody. I have delight, toast, little bit of a celebration happening there. So can I buy you a drink? What are we celebrating? They're using the first thing that came into me was charm. This person's charming you. And then it was kind of a, will you join us energy? So somebody may be celebrating a birthday. Somebody may be having an anniversary around you or around a group. And it was kind of like pulling you in, you know, like, hey, come join us. The more the merrier energy. So I'm going to say almost an impromptu, I'm going to say spontaneous, okay? Like a spontaneous invitation. I'm going to say it that way, okay? To celebrate. You know, I'm going to go to my sister's whatever party and she's turning something and, you know, do you want to go? You know, like I feel like it's very spontaneous. A surprise visitor. Yeah. There's a sense of where did you come from, or you just kind of appeared. Now you could meet this person and I don't know, just kind of on a whim, you know, they say, hey, do you want to, you know, hang out and go with me? This is where I'm going. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's a public place, safe, but why don't you join us? So it's a very, I'm going to say impromptu, you know, just, it could be connected to a celebration of some kind that, you know what, it's going to be a lot of fun and there'll be lots of people there. And I don't know if I necessarily feel like it's a date as much as kind of bringing you along because I just want to spend some time with you. Maybe it's a quasi date, you know, I mean, you were invited to be with this person. So, but it's not that like, I'm going to meet you at 7 o'clock and it's a sit down dinner. I feel like it's much more casual and spontaneous. And I think that for you, that works. Okay. Something about it. I have a chariot. Yeah. Like go for the ride. Okay. 6 of Wands. I have a Page of Pentacles and I have a 4 Cups. They said they want you to try something new. Okay, the 4 Cups came into me as a getting all dressed up, okay? Like dressing up and showing up, all right? It's those moments in our life where we say, I don't want to go. And maybe a friend is dragging you. Maybe there's a spontaneous friend who says, hey, this is where I'm going tonight. Do you want to come, be my plus one? So it's not necessarily a date. It's, friends going out, but maybe there's a reason they want you to go out. They want you to go to that location. They want you to be there. There's a feeling of dress up and show up. Okay. So maybe it's just a night out and I'm pushing myself to go. Sometimes we just want to sit and say, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to sit in my pajamas. I want to watch Netflix. I want to eat popcorn. But I do it. I do. Either my friend pushes me or someone pushes me. I have a 9 of Cups. I love that dragonfly. I have a Devil card. Okay. I have Strength. And I have a 10 of Cups. The Devil came into me as choosing the right one. And there was a fear of, I don't know, somebody taking advantage of you, somebody manipulating you. What's at the bottom of my deck? A 9 of Pentacles. I don't think that that's what's happening this time. I feel like you are not going to allow that kind of energy into your life. And I do feel like you are, they're saying rising above. So your value system is higher than it was years ago. Okay. Not that you you had a low value system years ago, but you're at a very high value system because you've been working at it. You've been focusing on it. You know who you are. You're at a different place in your life. Okay. You're not interested in casual and one night stands and being seduced at, a bar. So you're in a different place. So that Devil doesn't really exist in your life. It's kind of an old cobwebby thing in your mind that says, there's just kind of the wrong people out there. Spirit's reminding us all we need to do is meet the one right person. So we have to be much more open to, yeah, there's a lot of no's out there, but all we need is one yes. We just need one. I have long distance. So that distance again is coming in. Some of you may be talking to somebody that is long distance, but again, it felt like it was more of a, let's just say it's on a soul level, that it's my soulmate. I'm finding my soulmate. And my soulmate's coming closer to me. They've been they've been further away over the last period of time, and now they're coming closer to me. Yeah, it is a feeling of loving again, just came in, time to love again, things like that. I have freedom, being single, arms wide open. You get to choose. The blonde hair is jumping out at me for some reason. So some blonde, having a fun time. Let's just go and have some fun. Is somebody going to drag you along? It's the motivated friend who is more spontaneous than you and says, let's do something fun. Let's get dressed up. Let's go out. Let's just do it. And there's that little part of you that says, my comfort zone is staying in, my comfort zone is relaxing and resting. And then that little voice in you says, just go. Okay, have fun. And you do. And then, you know what? Maybe it's the best night of your life. Maybe it's the night that you meet your person. Tonight's the night, they just said. Okay, that song, tonight. Tonight's the night. I love it. Okay, so maybe it's, whether it's tonight or tomorrow night, it was a feeling of nighttime. Meeting somebody at nighttime, a date, buying you a drink, going out, time for a date, time for a fun time. Sometimes we have to do something different than what we've been doing. Now, if you if you're the spontaneous person, drag your friend. I have friendships at the bottom of my deck. Friendships, nice. Drag your friend and ask spirit, just for somebody to do something with. Okay, I want to go out. Who wants to go out with me? They're saying reach out, ask others. That's okay, good. Spirit, what will this person, I'm going to do, what will this person love about you? Okay, what will they pick up on? Or what will they see in you that they, maybe I'm going to say your best qualities? Invested. Okay, I'm going to say invested in yourself. Okay, that this is a sense of you're going to attract the right person. Okay, you're not going to be with just anybody. All right, and that's an investment in yourself. That is a high self-value. That is high self-worth, high self-esteem. So this person can see that you have taken the care to be the person that you are today. I have your fit, that investing in your health. You're fit, you eat right. Maybe they like that about you. Maybe they like to work out. Maybe it's something that you start a conversation about. I go to the gym, I do yoga, I do Zumba, I play pickleball, so maybe it's something that starts a conversation. They're saying you're both physically fit. So that could be something that you're very interested in. I have courageous. I'm going to say they're eventually, when you end up with this person, that they're proud of what you do. So do you do something in your career or your work or your calling that is kind of above and beyond, that most people wouldn't do it? Like I would never have become a police officer. Like would be, or a fireman. Like that to me is scary. Okay. Like I think those people are very, very brave, but that's not something I would have done. Do they see you as somebody above and beyond? There's a sense of that. I have magnetic. They said you're a force to be reckoned with. So they could see you as challenging. They could see you as I'm really drawn to you. They could see you as the wow factor. That kind of a moment I saw you. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to, find out about you. You're very diplomatic. They said you guard your words, that you aren't going to just spew out anything, that you actually think before you say something, and you do guard your words. So that could be something that other people have told you is a nice part of your personality, that you see both sides, they're saying. So you're very diplomatic. That feels good. I have your grounded. I love that. Balanced and grounded. They see that in you. Everybody is attracted to somebody who's grounded and balanced. I mean, because if you're like me, or many of you are very empathic, you physically take on the energy of the other person. So if that person is sitting across from you and fidgeting and anxious and their eyes are going all over the place, and all of a sudden you're fidgeting and you're like, why am I acting like this? It's upsetting to your energy, your energetic field. It's like, what are you doing to me? So if you're grounded and balanced, you want to be with somebody who's also has that kind of calm, peace energy, because you'll just feel off kilter. You just won't even understand why you feel so like anxious, climbing out of your skin energy, walking on eggshell energy. And that's not going to work for you. I have your trustworthy. I feel like that's something that goes, I don't even have to say it, that they can tell by the life that you live the things that you say, the relationships that you have, that you honor people, you respect people. Yeah. So, you know, we attract what we put out, and you're good. You're good to others. So this person is going to see that in you. I always like to see what you have to offer. It's not all about them. It's all about you. Spirit, what is the sign? Sun, moon, rising. It could be their sign on either side. I have a Leo, self-confident. I have a Cancer, nurturing, comfort. I have a Virgo, integrity, service to others. I have a Scorpio, intensity. I have a Gemini, curiosity. I'm curious about you, intellect. Okay. Spirit, what else do you want? Let's get some initials. Let's see what they want us to know. So I have this beautiful bowl of letters, and we'll do first initials, last initials. Let me just do a little stir to get all the best ones. And don't worry if you don't see, you know, your initials. But if you do, that's exciting. Kind of like a bingo card. Okay. Let's see what they say. I have the letter D, B, F, an S, L, H, A, H, L, W. Even O, X. Sometimes you can spell a person's name. That's really exciting. I have a V, P, Q, N, another A, G, and I have the letter M today. Okay. So we'll just put those to the side, but some of you definitely are connecting to those. Spirit, tell me more. What else do you need me to know today? What is important around us? Things to think about, energy around us. Don't relinquish your power. I feel like they like that you're strong. I don't, you know, you're not going to cave with this person. You're not just going to give them everything that they want. You're not going to just say yes to everything. So they could really see that you're very strong, independent, secure within yourself. Like, they're not going to get away with stuff that's unacceptable. So don't ever give somebody your power. You are never alone. You're not going to be alone. I like that. That came into me as once this person came into your life, it was more of a feeling of you won't be alone ever again. And that could be something that you're afraid of. You're afraid that I've been alone for a long time and I feel like I'm going to be alone forever. And, you know, it's kind of Spirit's way of saying, no, you won't. I've got somebody for you. You know, this is happening. And being of service to others. Yeah, there's a sense of courageousness. Now, it could be on your side. It could be on their side. That, you know, they run into a burning building. I mean, you know, they're in the service. I mean, you know, they're something to do with their work that they're taking their life and, you know, it could be a risk of their own life, you know, so that's something that maybe you admire, you respect. It's shocking, you know, that, you know, they're of service to others and they're dedicated to it, whatever it is. And you could be also. So on one side or the other, somebody's tremendously of service to others. I have a star. I have a high priestess. I have a Page of Wands. And I have a Nine of Wands. The page came into me as when you walked into my life. I love that. It is a feeling of when somebody comes into your life, you do feel like they kind of walked into your life, don't you? Like you weren't there yesterday. I got to write that down. You know, there's a sense of where did you come from? Or yeah, there's a sense of when you walked into my life. I like that. Yeah, you know, you can look back and say, you know, 3 weeks ago, I didn't even know you. And today I'm in love with you. And I can't imagine you not being in my life, you know. So your life can change very quickly. It can go from, I feel like it's always a struggle. It feels like all the weight is on my shoulders. I have been doing everything on my own for so long. And then somebody walks into your life. That's what happens. I mean, it sounds simple, but that is what happens. How did we get there, Spirit? We believed. We didn't give up on hopes and dreams. We manifested. We believed that there was the perfect person out there for us. We believed in ourselves. We believe in our higher power. We believe in the universe. We make a wish upon a star is how I feel like these stars are all jumping out at me. You guys who watch me all the time, you know that I believe in fairy tales and I believe in wishes come true. So I am not going to let that go away ever. I have a Queen of Swords. My mind is made up. I know what I want. I have a King of Wands. I love it. I have the World. Yeah, somebody walks into your life and this feeling of, I don't know when, I don't know how. I'm in my comfort zone and watching my Netflix after work, and I'm getting takeout Chinese, and I'm not going out tonight. And they're saying dress up and show up. So this is a little bit of a dance the night away energy just came in that, you know, maybe there's dancing, maybe everybody's having a good time, maybe it is a night out, maybe it's something I never do, but lo and behold, I enjoyed myself and I feel like I made up my mind to step out of my comfort zone. I think that has a lot to do with it. It's having the courage. They keep using courage in this reading. So having the courage to try something new. So let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms, if the charms connect us to any emotions and feelings and what is it that they want for us? Okay, so this big, beautiful bowl of charms, and I'm going to use my magic scoop. I'm just going to give these a little stir. I want to get some of the ones at the bottom that maybe I haven't seen for a while. Let's do that. Okay. I have a Cancer. I have an Aries. So we're getting some more signs. What is this guy? This is a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, and I have a Virgo. I have a heart. And it looks like the heart has holes in it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes our heart heals when we've had a broken heart, but it's never the same. I remember I went to an art show one time, and the artists, all they did was take this big, huge piece of paper, cut it out in the big shape of a heart, like a flat piece of paper and a big heart. and then they crumpled it up and then they flattened it back out. I haven't forgotten that. You know, I mean, you want to talk about like art making an impression on you. And the reason why is when something touches our heart and it affects us, the heart is still a heart, but it has a different texture to it. It has different feelings, right? Like you've had these feelings, so you have these scars or wounds, or it will never be flat again. And that was the kind of the artist's expression. It was, you're never going to have that flat heart again. I've been through a lot. So it's got bumps and bruises in it. Could be I'm healed, but they're still there. And I kind of feel like this is what this heart with the holes are. Yeah, I've been through the mill. I've grieved. I've been sad. I've been heartbroken. I've walked away, whatever it is. So yeah, we all have that, I think. So I guess, you know, we just acknowledge it. I have an L, I have a W, some letters. What is this little sheep? A little red sheep. Black sheep of the family. I'm not like all the others, they're saying. That's cute. I like that better. So you could be, I go to the beat of my own drum. They go to the beat of their own drum. They're sheep, just like everybody else, but they're not like everybody else. So there could be something very unique about them. I also like the color red. It could be I wear red. I look great in red, like a feminine energy. Could be I wear red lipstick and, you know, I look great. Red nails. I just look great in red. So that could be a primary color that they use. I have a giraffe. I'm going to go with looking at things from a higher perspective. I'm trying to think beyond. I'm trying to imagine where this could go. I'm trying to look at things just from a bird's eye view, a higher perspective. I have a bus, a school bus. Ooh, little kids. I help my grandkids get on the school bus. That's my job in the morning for somebody. How about I drive a school bus? Somebody drives a school bus. That could be a career. Grade school kids. Okay, for somebody. I have a purse, a couple purses. All right, so that feels more like a collection. I'm not a big purse person, but I know a lot of people are. So this feels like somebody who collect bags and shoes. So shoes and bags, like I have way too many bags. I have way too many shoes. So if that is connecting to you, that could be your message. And this looks like a mirror. This looks like a little mirror, like a cosmetic mirror. So that feels like a vanity. It feels like somebody who has like light up mirrors for makeup. They have all their stuff out. I love my vanity. I sit there, I get ready. So for lack of better terms, girly girl. But I've got definitely too many bags and too many pairs of shoes. So that could be something like that's a joke between you and your new person. I've never seen you in the same shoes. I've never seen you in the same outfit. I've never seen you with the same bag. Like, you know, and they're kind of curious going, oh no, what am I getting into? You know, the closet full. I have a fox. I'm not going to say sneaky. I'm going to say smart. I'm going to say that this fox doesn't let somebody get away with anything. Okay. They know where the hen in the hen house is. They know how many chickens are in that hen house. They're probably pretty bright, pretty smart. They think fast, they think quick. So the fox to me is more along the lines of somebody who you're not going to be able to manipulate. Not that you would, but they can't be manipulated. They're too smart. They're too clever. They're going to catch you. So that you can't get away with anything with this person. You might as well just be completely honest, and otherwise they're going to catch you. You know, you're sneaking in the house because you bought another bag and you don't want them to know. They're going to catch you. There you go. I have a telephone. I always like this. Okay, so not only expect a call, but they kind of showed me the string, the old, remember the cans with the string and held it up to your ear when you were a kid. The connection is more what's coming in, not necessarily the phone. It's the energetic connection that is tying us together. That it's the telepathic connection, the psychic connection. So I felt that string. I felt that no matter where you are, or you're at work, you're in the car, we are not with each other, I can feel you. I know where you are. I know how far away you are from me. I can sense you. I know when you're going to call. So we have a very strong telepathic connection. And that could be really exciting for you. That could be, I've always wondered what people meant by there's this invisible strings, or my heart is connected to you. Like you feel that distance between somebody. I think you're going to have that with us. There's a very telepathic psychic connection. Okay, so those are our clues. They were good. They were good. And let's see what else. Let's see some loving messages. We're heading into the weekend, so you're going to have a spontaneous night out. Okay, so take it. Somebody makes you an invitation and they want to take you out. I'm going to say, I'm not going to say no to this. It feels good. Spirit, what loving messages do you have for us today? I'm so happy the hard part is over. The hard part was finding you when you walked into my life. That's the hard part. It's uncanny what we have in common. We have a lot to talk about. My family's crazy about you, and I can't say I blame them. So my family's going to love you. I'm healing to be a better person for us both. I'm grounded, they said. Could be you. I'm stable. I'm secure. I'm taking space to sort out my feelings. I've taken time, maybe in between relationships, to get to know myself better, to get to know what it is that I want, to be ready for this connection, Spirit just said. I care for you deeply. I just need more time. They might not rush into it, but they may want to spend some time with you. But they may not rush into, a commitment right away. I love waking up next to you. Weekend fun, weekend romance. Maybe we've already met this person. Maybe we're getting close to being intimate with this person. That's exciting. Our love is so complex, but I wouldn't have it any other way. They just said you understand me. So this person will understand whatever is complex in your life. You got a lot of moving parts and pieces right now. They will understand you. You were meant for me and you're perfect. I love it. So let's put this out into the universe. It looks like a fun time. It looks like a lot of beautiful energy. If it's not in your life today, we are going to ask Spirit to guide this to you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Claim it, own it, it's yours. And in the description below, just these are the types of loving energies that I want to come into my life, Spirit. Thank you for being here. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments always. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. I've uploaded some new half-hour readings and a mini reading you may be interested in. And in the meantime, have a great weekend and step out of your comfort zone and be spontaneous and go out there and have some fun. We'll see you again real soon.